dear soul, and welcome to the Pleiadian Workbook by Amora Kuan Yin. And today we will be invoking the Quantum Transfiguration Chamber of Light. There will be an introductory talk with some visuals and an explanation of the special sound accompanying this invocation, which is this following sound you will hear 3 times in the meditation for 2 minutes each time. This is an intense chamber, and the primary purpose is to break up cellular and or emotional and or mental stuck patterns. This sonic frequency will help you do that. Self-defeating behaviors, deep emotional traumas, ego or fear-based resistance, erroneous self-protection holding patterns, pain, and even chemically caused damage all cause cellular damage and erratic cellular movement and contraction, which obviously can lead to all forms of cancer and other illnesses. In a state of health and balance, however, your cells spin spiritually in a clockwise direction. While spinning, they constantly pull in light from your pineal gland, your chakras, your bloodstream, and other sources. This light is swirled around inside the cells as the cells continue their natural spinning motion. And then this light is normally released, taking anything that needs to be sloughed off with it. As the light and life force continually fill up and spill over, they keep your cells energetically clear and free of disease. However, when your breathing is shallow, for example, whether from lack of exercise or from contraction created by emotional repression and fear, the flow of oxygen, light, and life force energy slows down and becomes sluggish or even stops altogether. Then contraction or implosions occur in your cells, and your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies become rigid. This can result in tight muscles, body pain, lack of vitality, emotional and mental imbalance, or any of the many illnesses that plague the human species. Spiritually, such rigidity is a great contributor to feeling stuck like a deer in the headlights. The Quantum Transfiguration Chamber of Light addresses these problems, whether they are manifesting in subtle and undefined ways or whether they are blatantly causing blockages, degeneration, and pain. In this chamber, an etheric infusion of billions of microscopic lasers of multicolored light from all directions enter the cells. These lasers are completely harmless and, in fact, are helpful to all natural living cells of your body, and they cut through, disperse, and dissolve everything that does not belong in body. In a sense, the light streaming into your body while the quantum transfiguration chamber of light session is in process confuses your cells, causing them to release whatever is out of affinity and then resume their normal clockwise spiritual rotation. Other people's energy or programming, your own beliefs, stuck memories, emotions from the past, pain, or anything else that does not belong in your cells or energy bodies can be released in this chamber. The process used for accomplishing this laser light show in your cells requires your involvement in a more active way than did the previous chambers. Since this process tends to seem a little complicated when you first try it, it helps if you first go through the steps mentally and visually in increments. Therefore, practice the following steps prior to the actual laying down and doing the quantum transfiguration chamber of light session. Here is the visual. Step 1. Imagine a cube-shaped container made of clear glass floating in front of you. Now imagine placing your hands above and below the cube and sending billions of tiny lasers of light through the cube from both hands at the same time. Next, move your hands to the right and left sides of the cube and fill it full of lasers from the left and the right. After that, place your hands behind and in front of the cube and once again infuse it with lasers of loving light from your hands. Now that you have experienced the component parts of the light matrix generated in this chamber, visualize sending lasers from all 3 directions at the same time. In other words, imagine having 3 sets of hands, with 1 hand on each of the 6 sides of the cube. Then imagine sending billions of lasers through the cube from all 6 directions at the same time, and imagine all 6 of your hands moving around slightly so that every single micromillimeter of space within the cube is affected by the lasers. You will see that the intersecting laser lines create many minuscule linked cubes of light inside the original larger cube, like a 3-dimensional tapestry of finely woven threads of light. Now work with the same interlacing of laser lights, but this time visualize them around your whole aura and body. Imagine that the Pleiadian emissaries of light and Yeshua the Christ and your own higher self are sending billions of multicolored, loving lasers of light completely through your whole body. This special sound will help you imagine that cleansing process. Again, this sound will occur at the beginning and at 10 minutes 20 minutes, 3 times in this 30-minute meditation integration soundscape. When invoking the quantum transfiguration chamber of light, it is necessary for you to hold the intention and vision of this interlaced grid of loving laser lights throughout your entire aura and physical body in order to help the Pleiadians anchor the frequencies and light patterns. You need to do this for those 3 2-minute segments, and then the Pleiadians will be able to continue the process for you. After that and in between, you can just relax until the session is complete. The lasers can be any color or combination of colors you need at a given time. If you feel unsure of what color of light to visualize, simply imagine sunlight gold. The Pleiadians will naturally bring in whatever energy or color they know is appropriate. They only require you to help establish the grid pattern. Once this grid is in place, they may change the colors from time to time, or they may keep them consistent depending upon your current need. In the following chapters of this workbook section, you will be given other applications and uses for this grid patterning used in the quantum transfiguration chamber of light. But for now, focus on using the light grid for your full body and aura to undo any less than ideal or harmful or external or non-natural cellular, emotional, and mental patterning. The repatterning that occurs as a result brings about healthier conditions that are more commensurate with who you are now and who you are becoming than anything you have been in the past. After you complete the steps for opening a chamber session and invoking the quantum transfiguration chamber of light, visualize or imagine seeing the intersecting, loving lasers of light shining above, below, on all sides and going into your body and through. Remember, the lines all begin at the outer edge of your aura, which will be arm's length, surrounding you like an egg. When the grid is fully anchored and made functional by the Pleiadians, I feel a shift in the energy as if something lightly clicks into place. Of course, you may or may not feel a click or a shift, but when you hear those 3 2-minute segments of sound, do your very best to visualize that powerful, loving laser healing image. Later, you can invoke this session for yourself for a minimum of 10 minutes and a maximum of 1 hour. But this following segment is 30 minutes. I recommend doing the quantum transfiguration chamber of light at a time when you can take a hot bath and relax immediately afterward. Therefore, doing it and then a bath just before bedtime is ideal, since your body will do a lot of releasing and reorienting after the chamber session is complete. Additionally, hot water aids in the cellular and emotional release, especially if you have access to mineral water or use Epsom salts or bentonite clay in the bath. A hot shower is okay if a bath is not available, though it's not quite as effective. shall begin the Quantum Transfiguration Chamber of Light Integration session now. Step 1. Relax, laying down with your knees supported comfortably from below if you wish. You should have no neck pillow or very thin neck pillow. Step 2, let's take 3 breaths to fully come into your body, breathing in. Ground yourself, connecting with each chakra, starting with the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral chakra, and your root chakra. Now send a grounding cord down from your root chakra down to the heart crystal core center of the earth. Choose your color of this grounding cord. Adjust your aura to arm's length all the way around, sealing your luminous egg above and below, all around your body. Now please repeat. I am calling in the Pleiadian emissaries of light and ascended Master Yeshua the Christ. Gratitude the Pleiadians and Yeshua for implementing and overseeing this healing session. If there are any other guides or angelic beings or ascended masters you wish to have in this session, call them in now. And please repeat. Only beings of light, love, and truth may participate in this ceremony. I am calling in my higher self to be with me for this whole ceremony. I am now invoking the Quantum Transfiguration Chamber of Light. moving the hips, shoulders, neck. Let's do 3 breaths. Now do a full body shake. Okay, dear soul, your whole entity is requesting a very hot bath, knowing you will release and continue to release all that which does not serve your highest timeline. In the bath and afterwards, possibly for even a day or two, you may have emotional or physical or psychological releases. So, you may repeat this quantum transfiguration chamber of light when you feel completely clear and not before. In Lak'esh, Alaki.